Hey, what is going on, everybody? Jory's here, and I just stole Germa's old Team Fortress 2 intros. But well, what is he gonna do about it? Arrest me, kill me? He's not gonna do that because he's on break right now, alongside the like two other streamers I watch. Okay, this is completely unrelated, but like, what the hell happened? RT Game on break right now. Northern Lion on break right now. Germa 985 on break. What the fuck just happened? Why they all go on break at the same time? This has been the biggest nightmare for an unemployed loser such as myself. What the fuck? Also, another thing to address, it is not April Fool's as I'm recording this video. If you look at the right hand of my right side of my screen right now, it says 4/1/2026. That means it's April 1st, 2026. No, it's not. It is not April 1st, 2026. Hypixel is directly lying to you, but most importantly, it's lying to me. Okay, but reverse like the sentence there. It's probably more important that it's lying to you, but it's currently 11:04 p.m. on March 31st, 2026. That is the real date that is currently going on. It is not. Do not believe the lies on the right hand of my screen. Is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's get on to the actual topic of the video. Also, I'm gonna be doing the Hypixel Skyblock activity where every single late to end game. I know I just said I'd get on to the topic of the video, and then I went on a completely different tangent about Skyblock, which I know guaranteed most people don't care about. Shut up, whatever. This is like the okay. But this is like the peak Hypixel Skyblock gameplay experience right here. If you're a late to end game player, or if you don't know anything about Hypixel Skyblock at all, listen, watch, observe. This is what the Hypixel Skyblock is all about. All right. That is called pondering right there, and that is what most of late to end game content is looking like for me nowadays. Every Skyblock player does this eventually, where they don't they're like trying to express their thoughts, or they're like talking to someone or pondering about life, and they're just bouncing around in the hub just doing parkour. I went to a private server, so I'm only, well, not really private, but like I went to a small server, so it's just me. Guarantee you, if we went to a mega hub right now, there would be like 5 people participating in this activity, because it is the most enjoyable Skyblock activity, and it is the way that I am able to express my thoughts in a somewhat cohesive manner. That is to say, now the gameplay, if you're watching this video, it's probably extraordinarily lame, so you should, I guess you could like listen to the video from, I don't know. I don't know. Find your own way to enjoy watching this video, or don't. Yeah, I'm not trying to. What am I gonna do about it? Anyways, let's get on to the actual topic of the video and being a little bit more serious. Well, let's start by saying this. I am not old. The whole reason as to why the whole like older is in quotations is because factually, objectively, I am not old. I am 18 as of making this video, and in like a month or two, well, in May of 2026, I will be turning 19, and next year I will be turning 20, and that's the big one. That's the problem child I'm talking about today, because turning 20, the idea of it has been really like it's been kind of messing with my brain a bit. Okay, I think the idea of me turning 20 has been making me feel a little odd, a little weird, which has been strange because, turning, like, the idea of turning 19, I don't feel anything. When I turned 18, I didn't feel anything. 17, 16, 15, 14, I didn't feel anything when I turned these ages. 13 years old, I did feel something, because that was when I okay, so for context, I am a well, I don't play Roblox anymore, but Jory's 2012. The whole username of Jory's 2012 is 2012, that's the year I started playing Roblox. And when I made my Roblox account, Jory's 2012, I did admittedly put my actual birthday in it. I was like 5 years old. I wasn't. Listen, I was a dumbass. I don't know what to tell you. 5-year-olds not exactly known for their like large intelligence. They're not operating on that scale. So I put in my actual birthday, and if you don't know, at the time, like, if your account was under 13, or well, like, if your like age that you put on the account was under 13, you would face like the Roblox like filter. Like, the biggest thing was that all numbers would immediately be censored. If I type that number, it would translate to this. It would look like that. Now, of course, being a sleazy like 9-year-old, I found out like every single bypass to that. Hit it with a music ID, and then you can type the number you want there, and it wouldn't get censored in chat. I figured out like every single loophole to type numbers in chat as a kid, because I was a very, okay, let's just say I was a big loser as a kid. I did nothing else. After elementary school, I would go in and I would play Roblox and watch YouTube. That was the main activity I did, and I don't like to think about the fact that that's like That's like normalized now. That's like a pretty normal activity amongst elementary schoolers, and that I was kind of like a pioneer in that, which I'm not. What the fuck is that noise? What? What the hell is going on? What? I'm sorry, this is distracting from the video topic entirely, and I knew this was supposed to be a semi-serious video. What the fuck was that noise? I've never heard that before in my life. What? The Loch Ness Monster? It was a you? People who like decide to start listening to this video earlier because I said that you should probably do that, or well, I implied that you should do that, are now missing out on the content of me looking at a rat. Hello, man. Okay, anyways, getting on to the actual topic of the video. So I am turning 20 next year, and that, while it isn't of the old age at all, it's made me feel strange, and I've been trying to figure out why. Why does it make me feel strange? And I think, going back a month ago when I was watching Jerma, he was talking about this concept of like, or like these, he was talking about this concept of like an act in life. Like act 1 of your life is like ages 1 to 20, act 2 is like 20 to 40, and act 3 was like ages 40 to 60. And for him, because he turned around 40, he's now in act 3 of his life. And next year, I'm going into act 2. I'm entering act 2 and entering a new era of my life. And so I think that's probably partially the reason why it feels a little strange, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure this out myself. But I do think for a fact, something I do know is, like, true, is that the past few years of my life, I would say, like, the past, like, 6... I'm not trying to do a 6-7 joke, but, like, probably, like, past 6, like, to 7 years of my life have all kind of felt like a blur. Like, it hasn't felt like anything major happened. I remember back in 2018, I was watching, like, the collab that Jane Animations and The Odd Ones Out did, where they were, like, they were watching, like, old videos of themselves, and I remember, like, they talked about how, like, there was someone during that time who was, like, starting first grade, and that the two of them have just, like, they finished high school. They've, like, finished the 12-year gauntlet, and they've been done with it for a while. And it was weird to think that someone else was, like, just starting the gauntlet right now. And I remember watching that halfway through the gauntlet. I said the word gauntlet like 5 times there, but, like, I remember watching that in 6th grade thinking, like, man, this shit's gonna take forever. I'm gonna be honest. It feels so goddamn long. It's gonna take forever. This is never gonna end. And then, well, a year ago, it ended. It's over. I graduated. I graduated high school. I'm unemployed. Like, okay, well, I'm okay. I am unemployed by choice, but even hypothetically, if I wanted to try getting employed, is from everything I'm hearing, it's looking pretty bad if I actually did want to get employed. But yeah, I know I'm not in school anymore. I am, like, by definition doing, like, nothing, and that's been I guess it's been kind of messing with me because I'm gonna turn 20 next year, and I haven't done a damn thing, which I recognize this is probably kind of normal. I imagine this is probably not that crazy of a concept of a 20-year-old not really knowing what to do in their life, or, like, someone around the age of 20 not really understanding what to do in their life, or even older, that, in fact, like, I'm sure that's not a crazy concept, except the problem for me is that I do know what to do in my life. I have to do YouTube. That's the key issue. I've known this since 1st grade, and I don't ask me why I know this, but, like, well, you can't ask why, because I'm going to explain it to you. For some reason, in 1st grade, I just decided, yeah, I want to be a YouTuber. I didn't know how to count in 1st grade, so I don't know why I concluded that I wanted to be a YouTuber. Like, I didn't have the concept of money unlocked yet. Like, but for some reason, I wanted to be a YouTuber, and the crazier part is that, like, stupid mindset never changed. And also, for some reason, I knew, like, really, I knew that it was, like, kind of embarrassing to say that I wanted to be a YouTuber in 1st grade, and then, like, past that, so I never actually told anyone I wanted to be a YouTuber. But, like, man, what the hell? 13 years ago, in 2013, I just decided I wanted to do YouTube, and 13 years later, yeah, it's, like, the only goddamn thing I think about. It's the only thing I think I'm kind of passionate about. The only thing I kind of know, in all honesty, because, I mean, everything else I just haven't felt that passionate about. I mean, like, thinking about school, like all the subjects and like everything I took, every single class I've taken in school throughout my entire 12-year tenure, I don't think there was a single one that I was actually passionate about, or any single one that I like wanted to, that I was really excited to go and learn about. It was always just like, eh, like yeah, I don't hate this class, but I can do it, but I'm not like I'm just doing it because I have to do it. I'm not doing this because I want to do this. I'm doing it because I need to. But now I'm reaching that state where well I'm done with school and I don't need to do that. Well, I got, thank you for the 341. Okay, well, I was trying to read a chat message in the chat and it went away. But no, I've been like, I've been thinking about it for a bit now, and I've never been truly passionate about anything other than YouTube. And simultaneously, as a result, I haven't really put any like true, genuine effort into anything. And the problem is that that also includes YouTube, which is the one thing where I feel like I should be doing that. I should be putting more genuine effort into YouTube and like going really hard on this. And like, listen, I get that the current statistics are not helping right now with the point I'm about to make, because my last video got like 17 views. I've been consistently losing subscribers throughout the year. I haven't really been uploading very well. Like, okay, listen, what I'm about to say, statistically, objectively, it sounds fucking stupid, but I genuinely think I understand YouTube very well. I feel like I get YouTube in like in a different, like I'm talking a lot of shit here. I get, and I'm this is like the one thing I'm being like a little, I guess, I don't know if egotistical is the word for it, but for lack of a better word, like a little egotistical about, like, I think I actually do know a lot about YouTube, and I think I know how to like work on this platform, and not in like the like very generic, like the way that YouTube is currently formatted, where it feels like most videos are, I mean, this is just a completely different rant, but like most videos are kind of like they feel like very professional, and as a result kind of almost feel like they lost like the homemade feel of YouTube, I guess, like the more casual feel of YouTube that's been lost. I feel like I know how to, well, no, not how to bring that back, but how to bring that back for me specifically and to make that actually work. I think I can pull it off. I feel like partially pretty confident that I can pull it off. And yeah, I don't do anything. I don't actually utilize this knowledge. I don't actually do like anything with this knowledge. I don't pursue it. And even though like I have all these like thoughts, this presumably this like no, I keep using the word knowledge there. I'm trying to find a synonym. Intelligence, and I haven't done jack shit with it. And so that's been like a huge problem. And I think, to be fair, as probably kind of evident with how this video has been going, part of this is probably ADHD related, undeniably, I think. But well, I'm not diagnosed with ADHD, but I did look at the Diagnostics and Statistics Manual for Mental Disorders, iteration 5, and I scrolled to the ADHD section, and I was like, okay, here's how you diagnose ADHD. If you have 6 of these 8 syndromes, you probably have ADHD, all right? Or well, I was probably saying like the patient probably has ADHD, and I did the thing where I diagnosed myself, which is where that's what you're not supposed to do. But I checked the syndromes, and I scored a solid 7 out of 8. So I probably have ADHD. So that's as much as I think that's contributed to me, well, being me, I think that's also contributed to me being me, but in like a very negative sense of the word. I think it has been it's been like a battle to try and do things that I want. Like, it's fucking insane, because like I'm procrastinating on I mean, this is just the thing that I think if you're watching this and you have ADHD, you probably relate to. But like, I'm procrastinating on things I want to do, which is YouTube. Like, the big thing I want to do is YouTube. I want to do YouTube. I want to like continue making the quote unquote animations that I'm making. They're, yeah, I guess they're technically not animations, but I don't care about who cares. But I want to go hard on that, and then ADHD, I think, is probably playing a large role in just preventing me from doing that. But then the fucked up part is that like I'm also procrastinating on like playing a game that I want to play. It's like, oh yeah, I want to hop on Slay the Spire 2 right now. I want to rip a defect run right now and like get to Ascension 10. Somehow I'm procrastinating that as well. It's fucking insane, man. So I think ADHD is definitely a contributing factor to that I can't really ignore. But another, I think, huge contributing factor is the fact that I've never put genuine effort into anything in my life. And that's not being like exaggeratory. I've reflected on like everything I've done in my entire life, and I realized that I've always just kind of trudged along. Like, yeah, I can do it, and I can do like these things well. Like in school, like in school I performed pretty well, minus like ninth grade where I did get straight Fs, but that was more that was because I was depressed and not really the fault of my academic skills. Like in 12th grade, I almost got straight A's, and I didn't even know I got straight. I didn't even know I almost got straight A's until like in like quarter 3 of the school year, which is very, very concerning. I should have been checking my grades a lot more often. I should have tried like a little bit harder in AP psychology in order to get the straight A's, which I wouldn't have deserved because, in all honesty, I couldn't recall a single thing that I learned in 12th grade. But that's beside the point. I also, to be clear, I took online school. I didn't take in-person school, so I actually spent substantially less time on school. So that's probably a huge reason as to why I don't remember anything. So just to add on to that, but besides the point, I haven't put any genuine effort into anything, and this is like right now is the moment. Right now is to start striking when the iron is hot. Even though like I think objectively right now is actually the hardest time to try and make it as a YouTuber. Once again, as I said before, I feel like I know how to navigate through these hard times, and I know I can do it, and then I don't do it. I see that the iron's hot, and I just don't. I'm just not striking it, and it's been kind of fucking me a lot, especially now that I'm like turning 20 and like. Yeah, for the past year, I haven't really done anything. As I said during the beginning of the video, I'm unemployed. I don't have a job, so I'm actively have not been contributing anything. And this is like the one thing that I can contribute to. And then getting a bit more like personal and serious. Like, yeah, I haven't historically I've not been very good at having friends. I don't really have any friends. But like yeah, like just being fully serious, like yeah, I haven't really had any friends for almost like a decade now. I haven't had any like proper guy I can like go in and talk to and have a good time with. I don't. That's not really. Well, besides my brother, my brother, he is the guy he is that guy. But in terms of not blood related, yeah, like I and it sucks. Like just full stop. Like yeah, loneliness kind of sucks a lot, and I've been very dependent on the idea of becoming a YouTuber, and then I hopefully talking to other YouTubers, and then ideally having friends as a result through that. So that's been another thing that's been making me, where like I should be wanting to do YouTube more, and the more these like reasons compile for like wanting to do YouTube and like actual legitimate good reasons to pursue like what I'm doing, the more it like kind of backstabs me every time I just don't do any of it. Like I have all these like good reasons. I have all these things where I think I have like I feel like I have a guide map. I know I can do it, and then I just don't do it, and it always like hurts just a lot more as a result. And I don't. I know for a fact that I can probably get through this. I can probably like quote unquote win, I guess, because I know this is not well, at least I think this is not like a me exclusive issue. I almost just fell off the map there. Not true. I actually would have perfectly survived. Watch. Losing my voice right now. That's not good. But like I do think I can make it in the end. I do think I can actually pull it off. As I've said like probably 5 million times already. But the problem is just I guess it's just starting it, man. Like it really is just starting to do things. And I guess it's not. This entire topic isn't that related to the idea of getting older, but man, but whatever. I don't know. I don't know how else to. I don't know where else I'd say this kind of thing. But regardless, yeah, I think that's the crux of my thoughts. This was a disorganized mess. This is why scripts exist. This is like a fantastic time to use a script, and I don't use it. So, yeah, I guess. Leaving it off on a note here, right now, I haven't been doing much. I haven't really. I think like the past few years have felt like a blur. The past few years have just flat out not been very great. And as I'm approaching 20 years old, I feel like I should be doing a lot more. I feel like I have to. I should be pressuring myself to do a lot more and like learn how to put genuine effort into doing things. Like even if this whole YouTube thing completely fails and I flop over and die, like. In the end, that is much better, in my opinion, than just, like, like doing nothing, which is what I'm currently doing. That's the big thing that I've been doing at the moment, where I've just been sitting still and doing nothing. Like, I think it is much better if I do something, and even if I eat shit and die in that thing, it's like, well, at least I actually did it. At least I did something that was better than just sitting still. And that's my current problem. I've been just sitting still. I've grown really stagnant. I haven't done anything, and I want to do things, but you know, ADHD keeps killing me, and there's I think I listed the other reason as to why. I don't know how to put genuine effort. That's the other reason as to why. So yeah, kind of a very randomly garbled together video. Probably not a definitely throw out the word probably. This is definitely not a concise video whatsoever. But I guess that's my current line of thinking. I want to ideally, after posting this video, I'll get more consistent. I actually do things. I'll have an actual reason to get out of bed, because admittedly that's been for the past few years now, that's been always a pretty difficult thing for me to do, where I just don't feel like getting out of bed because I don't have any reason to. I don't have any motivation or like drive to, because even though, like, in my head it should be YouTube, that should be the drive to get out of bed in the morning, and it just isn't anymore. I don't know what happened. It currently isn't, even though I know for a fact it's still the thing I want to do. It's still a thing I'm very passionate about. It's still something I enjoy a lot. Like, recording these videos, I enjoy quite a lot. Or like doing, well, I know there's like barely any of them actually see the light of day and get uploaded, but I still enjoy this quite a bit. And like, I don't know, I don't get it. Really, the reality of this video is that this is more of a video where I kind of want to look back on. Yeah, when I reach 30, I'll actually watch this video and think, oh, that's what Jory's 18 was thinking. 18 now being the whatever. Listen, I'm trying to change the Jory's 2012 username to just Jory. So I hope when I'm 30, I've successfully done that. Well, I guess I actually wouldn't matter that much, because at that point, people who were born in 2012 would be like, they would be they'd be like 26 at that point, and then they would be facing the conundrum I'm facing, where there's like people who are younger than me, and I like face the reality that there are people younger than me actually exist, and this is horrifying, and it's this generational wheel that keeps on spinning, and it will never stop spinning until the end of time. Anyways, wow, for what was supposed to be the conclusion of this video, I went completely off the rails. All right, well, I'm also not editing this video at all. I'm just gonna upload it completely like raw with no. I don't even know if I'm gonna make a thumbnail for it. Can I like do a thumbnail real quick, or let me like, okay, watch this. All right, I'm gonna take a screenshot, and then I'm gonna take that screenshot. All right. And I'm gonna use that, and then I'm gonna put my little creature guide I've made, and then put him in the thumbnail, and that'll be the thumbnail. You probably know, you've definitely seen it, unless you're clicking on a URL link, which in that case, well, I don't know what to say to you. God, I just did I didn't want to do the Minecraft YouTuber thing where you go like for third person, you do that. Goddamn, I didn't want to do that. I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber. I don't want to be a Minecraft YouTuber anyways. Listen, it just is, sometimes the thought of it scares me a lot, all right? I don't know. Very irrational fear, but a fear nonetheless. All right, goodbye.